3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Check.
First down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
Can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hey, exit.
On second down, Rivers again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Ready, 380.
I got one.
Left. Hey, Delta. Look.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Done. Round 80.
I'm coming after you.
Red.
A first down throw here for Rivers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Red Delta. White 89.
Throwing on second and long. Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Now Gordon on first down. Broken tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go orange. Orange. Orange gone 4. Go.
Check three. 36. Mike 55.
Hey, easy.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Luck. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. Crawl.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Watch twins.
Wait, 80 hunt.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Here we go. Check 43. Slam.
Keep it skinny. Round.
We got double up.
Hunt.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Set. Black 15.
Check 55. Mike.
Zero.
Defense focus. Check 3.
Hey, go orange.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Switch.
Hey, 79.
Check right. Watch it, 5. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, Hey, Charlie. Give me that ball, defense.
Third and long for Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Run 80. Hey, Delta.
Check.
Rivers on first down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Batchley lining up.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The 29-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 29, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Whoa.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Target.
Small.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
A shotgun snap for Love. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, I-7.
49 to Mike.
On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Check out. 90.
Here's Luck. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
12. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Here we go.
Back to throw. Luck. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Luck. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Check. Fresno. Banjo.
Hey, ready,
Here's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check curls.
Check the white.
Check 13. He's coming. Double up.
On play action, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
We own them.
0.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Check green 90. Black 15.
Don't get nervous. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Q.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo. 12.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the field. 41's the mic.
Buffalo.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
White, 80 high.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch that in. Cut it right. Cut it right. 4 down. 4 down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Load it.
58 to Mike. 58.
Hey, Haywood.
58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mexico.
Back two to Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Let's get the ball.
After the interception, it's long. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
12.
52.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, 63 yards. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, he'll rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got white 90. Ground 80. Left. Hey, here we go.
Under 10. Under 10.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Check me 90. Hey, ground 80. Hey, Delta.
SOS.
Ground 80.
Let's go, let's go.
Orange 5-4. Hey, ready?
Mike 53. In your
We
face.
hot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set.
Rivers now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Five. White.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Check. Hey, zoom.
53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get...
And for the 3rd, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Let's go, baby.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Rivers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon. Second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check nickel.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On first down, Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
That's it, baby.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. 49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. Back to run.
Now it's Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Luck to Mack on the draw. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run with Ware. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Luck on the sneak. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory.
Check that. Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
52's the Mike, boy. 52. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing his luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight. Kill.
Left, right.
Save.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Load it.
Slot. Jam. Check. Joker.
Red.
1st down, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Turn up. Kill.
White.
Check your hot read. Wide. Get wide.
White. Got hot.
Check 99.
Read hot.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55. Yo.
From the gun, Rivers. And Allen's got it. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
53 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
I'm here all day. Switch.
Keep it skinny.
Now Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
0.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
Delta.
53, Mike, 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check 24.
Hey, Rocket.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Mack. Past the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Mack. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. A complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Hey, exit.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, here we go.
From the gun, here's Love. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
11 Z. Hey, let's go.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackled there by Rayshawn Jenkins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got 4 down.
12.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. On 2nd and 9. Luck. Oh, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Under crunch. Orange 5-4.
Mike 55.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Easy.
52. Hey, check Mike.
Go.
Squish, double. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
What can Rivers do in the OT? And that will be incomplete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Alpha! Hey, Charlie!
Oh, you got deep? 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Hey, go orange.
Hey.
Orange.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Right here, 41 Mike. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Let's go.
Hey, Delta!
41's coming, 41's the mic.
4th down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Check 390! 180!
Check 55 for Mike. Here it comes.
Room!
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Behind!
On 1st and 10, Rivers.
Safety Griffin.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, 5-7.
Right here.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Monday.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Luck. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Hey, switch gears.
Wait, 89!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2.
Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.